I hope you're ready for something fun because as you can tell, there's a lot going on with this restoration. I am here at the Allen Electric Railway, former depot here, and this sign is down. And I've talked to the Historical Commission and I'm working with the owners of the building and they are gonna allow me to restore this whole thing. And I'm very, very excited. That's right, I get to do a new post and all on this one. So it's actually mounted to an old railroad tie because it's railway themed. It had just rotted off at the base, so we need to get it back and cleaned up and prepped. Inside the building, they actually have a ton of cool historic stuff. It is a private business, but thank you to Tess Armstrong Bail Bonds for letting me poke around inside that old historic building. Now to grab some extra stuff and head back out there. The next step for this one is to go ahead and get the hole dug out so that we can put the new post in. We're going metal this time, not wood. We don't want it to rot again. So we're digging it by hand. So hopefully it's not too bad. Nothing to it but to get to work. And right about here is where I got a little bit worried because the digging was slow going, but it actually turned out to really work in my favor. It's actually turned out to be a little easier than I thought it would be. You can see the concrete walls right here. You can see where that old railroad tie was. And it's already pretty deep because all that was there was basically rotted wood and loose dirt. It was kind of holding that shape for me. So I actually am mostly digging by hand, just pulling that dirt out of the hole. And hopefully this won't be as hard as I thought it might be. All right, you guys come with me real quick. I don't want to say that this is turning out perfect, but sometimes the plan really comes together. If you look, that post is going to be the perfect height for this. That's fantastic. All right, now to do the concrete. I want to say thank you to the folks at the Flower Cottage next door for letting me grab some water. Turns out it's hard to mix concrete without it. Okay, so I think I poured it a little bit wet. Wasn't able to get quite as much concrete in there as I thought I might be able to, but it is, if nothing else, it's already setting up solid. So hopefully that's good enough, and rest easy. If it's not, I'll come out and fix it myself. No big deal. I do need to go home and actually paint the marker though. Now this is where we get to the part where I thought I was just gonna absolutely crush it. And turns out I'm not quite the fabricator that I thought I was. I do eventually manage to get a solution figured out, and like everything that I ever built in shop, it's not particularly pretty, but it will probably never break. Probably. Okay, I've been curious how this blade will cut, so we'll try this one. This is a thick metal blade from Diablo on my jigsaw on some, I don't know that it's stamped on here, but it's a fence tie, and it's not the thin gauge, it's whatever the thicker gauge is. So I want it to be a little bit more robust. We'll see how this goes. Okay, well, that took absolutely no time at all. Wow. Try not to touch that. I'm sure it is hot. Holy cow. Not sponsored. I did not think it would go through it that easy. I don't know why I ever guessed what tool I should use. Wow. After being seriously impressed with my purchasing decisions, it was time for paint. And once again, being able to do all of this in my garage really made me want to figure out a way to bring all my stuff with me, air compressor and all. This is marker number 127, the Allen Station of the Texas Electric Railway. The community of Allen, founded in the 1870s, experienced a surge of growth after the arrival of the Texas Traction Company in 1908. The town was a stop on the interurban line between Dallas and Sherman, serviced daily by hourly passenger cars from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. 2 daily freight deliveries brought mail, produce, and railway express packages. After first operating from a farmhouse, Texas Traction bought this property in 1912 and built this brick depot in 1913. The railway became the Texas Electric in 1917, with service from Denison to Waco until it was abandoned in 1948. Which is just wild because I feel like a ton of us would love to have service from Denison to Waco on an electric rail car. I mean, how convenient would that be? Oh well, a guy can dream anyway, can he? Speaking of dream, just look how good this marker is coming out. Come on. All right, we're back. Everything is prepped and ready to go up. Let's see how this post looks. It does look kind of funny just by itself. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. And now that I gave it the official "that's not going anywhere," it's not going anywhere. Which means it's time to start putting the hardware on this post and getting everything set up to get this marker attached. And I can tell you, for this next part, I was very glad this was made out of cast aluminum and not some other much heavier material. There's no way I'd have been able to lift it. I went ahead and flipped the camera around to the back so you kind of see what the setup looks like. It's basically just a combination of bolts, nuts, and lock washers. Okay, I got one more little surprise before we're done. I'll show y'all what I mean. I'll get y'all off here real quick. So, this one's kind of cool because it's got a theme out front, right? So, you have the old scale, you've still got the Allen Depot building logo up there. This one took a little bit longer because I did a little something extra for it. Just kind of help tie it in. So I'm going to go grab that. I'll be right back. And that's right. If this next part looks familiar, it definitely is. This is an idea I got from the Interurban Railway Museum in Plano. I thought it would be really cool to tie these together, so I whipped this up in Illustrator. I know that I'm probably too invested in this one and how it came out, but man, it looks so good. The marker just looks like there's glass laid over it, and the fact that, there was kind of an opportunity to do a little theme on this one, just so cool. Before I do the final reveal, I just want to say thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. I know that this was a long one, but I had a lot of fun with it. This is probably the most fun one that I've done. So thank y'all again, and I will see y'all next time. Would you just look at how good this one came out? Come on. I would love for y'all to swing by and check this one out, and I'll see you on the next restoration.